is the new 2021 district walkthrough form that we will be doing this year. So in previous years, you can remember that our walkthroughs were done through Talent Ed. They are now being done through kickup. So I'm just going to walk you through kind of how this looks and what you'll be looking for when you get the auto-generated email from kickup that we've done a walkthrough. This is a lot more intensive than what you'd see in Talent Ed. It's very specific to your subject area. So it should give you a lot better feedback on exactly kind of what was going on in your class that day and the very details of what was going on. So I'm just going to walk you through it. So this is just general information. So I'm doing a walkthrough here on Brady Conger. And so I'll select the grade level in which he teaches, the subject that he teaches. Now this is new obviously for this year, so we have on-campus class, so if it was students in your classroom physically, if it was a remote section, so maybe I came in when you were teaching a remote section, or if it was a combination of both on-campus and remote happening simultaneously, depending on which section it is and the hour of the day. All right, so just general observations. These are just general look-fors. So learning targets are rigorous, observed, not observed. I'm not going to read through all of these, but you can see just kind of these are the general things that were on Talent Ed for the most part that are general to all teachers. The teacher positioning, and you just select all that would apply. So kind of what's going on, proximity to students, is it a lecture, whole group type of thing. Then we have here, what is the teacher doing? So that's just going to apply to what you're actually doing. Again, these are generalized for all teachers at this point. So providing targeted instruction, communicating clearly, and so on. Here we have, what are the students doing? So are the students doing an assessment? Are they critically writing, hands-on activity, independent work, collaboration, peer-to-peer, small group, presentations, note-taking, and I'll just select everything that's applicable. And then I can just provide comments here about the general observations of the class. And that's kind of where Talent Ed, the walkthrough kind of just was over. Now this is where the kickup walkthrough form will be much more detailed, is going through this part. So for here I have math open, but it'll depend on what subject I'm in. So I could be, if I'm in math, ELA, science, social studies, PE and health, or other subjects observations if you're not one of the listed above, so your fine arts and things like that. So I'm just going to go through math. So if I click on math, when I'm in there, you'll notice there's a numerical fluency, inquiry-based investigations, conceptual development, problem solving. Those are the four main kind of subcategories they have us looking for. So I want to really go through this part so you understand that when we're walking through, the district is allowing us, if we do not click any of these, so I'm going to just look at the first one on numerical fluency, procedural fluency development through flexible and efficient methods. So let's say that when I walk through, it's towards the beginning of class, you're doing a warm-up, and this is not applicable at all to what you're doing. I'm not going to click missed opportunity because missed opportunity implies that that should have been happening based on what you were teaching, but you just didn't do it. So you were not kind of up to standard of where you should be, which is fully observed, right? So if you're not doing anything to do with numerical fluency and procedural fluency that day, I'm not going to click anything here. So when you're looking at your walkthrough and it doesn't have anything clicked, that just means it wasn't applicable to that particular lesson you were doing that day. So don't freak out and think, oh man, I should have been doing that. No, it's okay. I mean, it just means it wasn't applicable, and you'll know that. You're like, I wasn't doing anything on numerical fluency, so nothing was clicked there. On the other hand, so let's go down here to problem solving. So multiple methods used for problem solving. So let's say I come in and it's a warm up, and they're doing like two-step problem solving. Okay, so let's say that you you go over the warm up, and there's only one method used. So that's not multiple methods, correct? So that might be partially observed, that you only gave like one possible way for solving that problem. So then I would click partially observed because it's applicable to what you're doing, and you weren't quite fulfilling the multiple methods. On the other hand, let's say you give 2, 3, 4 methods, well, then that's obviously going to be fully observed. And then for some reason, if you just did not go over the warm up and didn't go over it at all, and that would be a missed opportunity maybe. All right, so I just want you to clarify the differences. So if something is clicked here, I'll just go over it one more time. If something is clicked, that means that that standardish thing over here, I guess I'll call it on the side, this best practice was being observed or was being taught and was either observed or not observed or partially observed. If nothing is clicked, that means that what is over here on the left was not being taught at all, and it's not applicable to your lesson that day. So this is a really good tool to see kind of maybe some missed opportunities, or on the other hand, some things you're really thriving at. So if you're doing numerical fluency and you have a lot of fully observed, you're rocking it in there, and I'm sure your student performance will show that. And like I said, I don't want to go through all of these because this will make this video take forever for every subject area. But each subject area has their own little subsections within it that'll be observed. And then we have the glow. So what successes were observed. So then I'll type in there like did some great problem solving, provided multiple methods for students to learn, and then some grow opportunities. Let's say that you only provided one for the problem solving. I could say provided one great method for solving a problem, but did not quite provide more than one method. So that's something to think about next time. And then I'll hit submit, and when I hit submit, that goes to your email just like Talent Ed did, but now you'll be looking for that email to come from Kickup. So that'll be the main difference. All right, thank you all for watching. If you have any questions on this, go ahead and reach out to any of the administrators or me, and we'll be happy to help walk you through it. Thank you all.